During the Troubles, 17 people were abducted, murdered and secretly buried, mostly by the IRA, and became known as the Disappeared. Since 1999, when the Irish and British governments set up a commission to locate the remains of the victims, 10 of the bodies have been recovered. It's been a long time. Do you remain convinced that there are people out there who have the evidence, the hard evidence that could find those remains?
Yeah, I'm convinced. I mean, the last couple of years there was 3 or 4 bodies were found, and that was through, the forensic team that's in place. Once the correct information came in, the bodies were found. So, I feel if we get the information, then we have a good chance of finding the bodies.
It's about asking them, appealing to them, to think about what it must be like for these families year in, year out, and to think of what it must have been like for them when they finally realised that their loved ones weren't coming home. They could bring these families peace. There were lots of people involved. There were people who abducted them, people who were in scout cars, people who drove cars, people who interrogated them, people who drove them on to their place of shooting, execution, people who dug the graves, people who filled in the graves, people who scouted while that was happening. This wasn't 1 or 2 people. This was a big group of people each time. And because it's a big group of people and because they too have families and people around them, there must still be a lot of people out there who know something. And my earnest plea to them is, if you can tell us anything, it doesn't matter how trivial, it doesn't matter if you think it's stupid. If you heard anything, please come forward and tell.